Peace, fam. Peace, fam.
Peace, 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 love, and you know what I'm saying, prosperity, black power to all my peoples out there, you hear me? All day 24/7. Come towards the blackness. I'm not even gonna say come towards the light anymore. Come towards the blackness. Come on in, come on in. You know what I'm saying, yo? We here. Live and direct, you hear me?
Please.
We got some things that we need to talk about. We need to consult each other about, you know, because we as the black community, we actually have to host meetings amongst one another to find out what the fuck is really going on in the actual community, you know what I mean? What's going on in the media, what we see that's taking place in the news. So I would love for all my black people out there to participate, you know, drop your comments so we can actually talk about it and actually shed some light on this shit. Because you know what I'm saying, yo, we don't know everything, but yo, the funny thing about it is it's always, 2 heads is always better than 1. 4 heads is better than 2. Definitely. You hear me?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely got some things that I really want to touch bases with when it comes to our people out there, because shit's been crazy for the last week.
Insane.
What we seen in the news and shit like that in the whole damn night?
Necessarily in the news. I know the new thing is who is it? The lady over at the education department.
Yeah.
DeVos. Her new ruling that she thinks that should be implemented is free lunch be taken out of school, public school.
What?
Yeah, she thinks. Well, not thinks. She wants free lunch to be taken out of public schooling, which will mean there would be a lot of children not being able to eat because they literally cannot afford school lunch.
Wow.
Granted, school lunch is probably like $2.50. However, if you're on a strict budget and there's only a certain amount of income that you have in the household, $2.50 for a breakfast and lunch is $5 a day for a child to eat at school. That's $5 every day. 5 times 5 is 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's $25 a week. That can go towards gas money. That can go towards groceries in the house. That's $25 that can go towards the gas bill, the light bill. If you catch my drift, for some people, that's a lot of money. And so for her to say, we want to take free schooling out of the public school system, that's pretty much putting a lot of children in the space of they're not going to be able to eat. Because there are some kids that can't even eat at home, and the only time they eat is at school. You know what I'm saying? So that is, I don't know, that's crazy to me, honestly, coming from a person who homeschooled her children, didn't have her children in public school at all. So I don't understand that aspect of it. But for me, that's the most new thing.
Okay.
I mean,
well, in my eyes, I kind of see that as being some type of bullshit, because at the end of the day, when you're talking about black people in a whole, how are we gonna have somebody white representing black people anyway when it comes to this, when it comes to the education board?
Right.
I just don't feel like that's right. That's one. That's just one. Reason being is because a white person will never know a black person struggle.
No, not at all.
Never. As long as they wake up white with a skin complexion white, they will never know a black man struggle or a black woman struggle. Okay.
Not at all.
So for a person like that to actually turn around and say that they would take away lunch, free lunch from schools, I find that to be very fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm being Frank Wild with the situation. This is being real. You know what I mean? But as far as anything else that's actually concerned with the situation, the only thing I could do is just like hold a militant head, because we got to look at things on a broader scope and realize, like we said, we might not share the same beliefs or rations or ideology, theology, whatever you want to call it. But the only thing that we have in common is the government and the way how things are set up. It's orchestrated. You got to remember now, America is a big ass green screen.
Right.
There's nothing that is put in the media that wasn't planned 2, 3 years, 4 years down the line and shit like that. I mean, the shit was planned all day, 24/7. It is what it is. You hear me?
Yeah.
So the only thing we could do is just look at it like, God damn, how we gonna move? What we gonna do? How we gonna strategize this shit out? Because something gotta happen. Something gotta happen. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But the funny thing about it is, let's jump on some.
Mm-mm.
I gotta have an open dialogue with my people like all day, 24/7, man.
Mm-mm.
Yo, what's going on with the Soldier Boy beef and the Chris Brown beefs and all the shit that we see going on in hip hop right now? You know what I mean?
Oh, you trying to go there?
I'm going there. Fuck that. Because at the end of the day, our youth listen to this shit.
Right.
And if our youth listen to this shit, that means we gotta actually talk about this shit and shed a little bit of light on these motherfuckers, because a lot of niggas don't know what's going on. You got the Cameron beef, the Jim Jones beef and shit like that. Jim Jones just got signed to Rockefeller and the whole damn nine. So Jim Jones feel like he wanna, talk about certain things, what went on between him and Cam and the whole nine. Cool.
I can go in on the Jim Jones and why he was signed to Roc Nation.
But yeah, you know what? We already know what happened. For those who's actually following, we know what actually happened. But if you wanna go ahead and shed a little light on the motherfucker, I know, but they don't.
We know that he went in begging for a contract from Jay-Z, but what Jay-Z has in turn done is he is buying artists out pretty much for a contract. With him buying them out, he is buying their music to play the music on Tidal, on his little whatever that is. I don't even know what it is.
He owns the shares of distribution.
But it allows for the artist's music to be played on that platform, in which makes Jay-Z money, as well as the artist gets the upfront signing bonus, which is that contract. They get a small percentage of the payout from the Tidal system, as well as I don't know how to listen. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me
it's title,
on
man.
my pronunciation. I don't care. It is what it is, okay? You know what I'm saying. So with that, that's what he's doing now. Jim Jones is the first washed up artist that he is signed for this initiative. It is supposed to does he not own it? He does own it, but he has partners.
No, he owns a share of titles, just like he owns a share of the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people don't know that. We got confused. A lot of black people got confused and thought that he actually owned it, but he didn't.
Okay. Well, I could have sworn that was the thing. But
what?
I could have sworn that he owned it and he brought in investors to the game.
Because Kanye got a share in it too. That's why they don't play.
But I forget, there's another platform that they're trying to come up with, which in turn is supposed to buy. It's a platform.
Yep.
Where the artist is able to digitally sell their music, and not have to go through record stores or distribution companies. Everything is going digital.
Honorable Rebel, yeah, you're right. They did use them for us to actually support them in their movement. So Jay-Z was pretty much a sponsor for all them cats, you know what I'm saying? For the Brooklyn Nets, Tidal, yeah, they use his face as a marketing tool, because they knew that the only way they can get supporters in the industry to support the industry and the movement that they was doing, they had to get black people to follow. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same way how, you know what I mean, Barack turned around and used Jay to do all of his sponsorship, show up, do appearances and here and there, whatever, in the whole nine. It was more, they just using people, you know what I'm saying, to get the black crowd to come in and be like, yo, fuck, you know what I mean, and support the movement.
I guess.
I
don't know. I kind of see that very differently, because I don't know. Maybe it's the information that I've read and the information that I've seen, because from what I know, he had major record labels trying to battle him on this company, because the company itself pushes out the concept of the 5-year contract. It pushes out the concept of you paying someone to play your music. Like if you go directly through the Tidal
title,
listen, don't get me to I'm trying to be cordial today. Trying to be mindful today. The process of going through that is cutting out the middleman to keep the money between the artist and then that company, instead of the artist having to pay out money towards the record label and so on and so forth. That's from my understanding of it. Now, if I am if I am wrong, then I accept my wrong of what I think I know from it in that aspect.
Well, Honorable Rebel, to be honest with you, yes, I have found something that has been consistent within the past. The same thing that's going on with Tidal right now is the same thing Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, Jay Prince, Suge Knight got busted for. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to become the first black distribution in the United States. The first black distribution. That means any music that was being cut in America would have been going through them. See, Jay-Z wasn't a part of the Ponzi scheme, so Jay-Z felt some type of way about it. So that's when he threw them up underneath the bus. And you see all them cats out there, they actually getting like pretty much record deals and the whole day going on. Or Jay-Z pretty much, he got Def Jam, he got the 4040 Club, he got what else did he get? He got the Brooklyn Nets, he got his own color, Jay-Z Blue. You know what I'm saying? The list, it just kept going on and on because he started selling out his people. You know what I'm saying? Master, what's good? What's good? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's what just happened. So it's really something consistent. So it's not like he's doing something new. It's ideas that they stole from other people that's out there that actually put the work in first. And they got caught up because all he did some cool nigga shit. He sold his peoples out. He sold his mans and them out and made them do a bid. So while they doing the bid, yo, Jay-Z took up off the ground. Now, we in Atlanta. You got to check the phrase on this. We in Atlanta, right? Me and Queen segment in Atlanta. But how in the world Jay-Z went over Ludacris in Atlanta to own a restaurant or a business in Hartsfield Airport? It doesn't happen like that. Now, I'm from New York. And I know for a fact, New York is not going to sit there and let nobody else come into New York that's supposed to be battling over a restaurant or a particular business if they're not going to represent New York. Or if they have not been representing New York. So I totally felt some type of way. I ain't going to lie to you when I seen that Jay got the business deal in the airport over Ludacris. And I'm like, Ludacris been repping the South for the longest. How the fuck you gonna take that from Luda? That's some fuck shit. You can't do that to that man. Don't do that shit to the man. But that goes to show you how conniving the industry is. They don't care about your integrity. They don't have integrity at all, period. They don't really give a fuck about you.
But it's also a power and a money thing. It's a power play move as well as money. So Ludacris, if you're looking at the concept of Ludacris to Jay-Z, Ludacris is not on Jay-Z money level. If you just want to put it out there like that, he's not.
No.
So when it comes to, not saying that what you're saying is wrong, I totally agree with you. But when we're looking at it from the aspect of money talks, bullshit walks, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because he bought the motherfuckers out. But he knew Ludacris would have got the shit because I was hearing about Ludacris owning Chicken and Bed restaurant back in 07, 08.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when Ludacris was about to get the day going deal, all of a sudden Jay-Z just came out of nowhere, snatched the motherfucker from him and was like, yo, boom, I got this shit now. The record industry don't give a fuck about us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Jay-Z speech on fighting. What? I can't see that.
On fighting.
My glasses jacked up.
Anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism.
Oh, I haven't seen that video.
Well, you guys still got to understand this too. The game, which is true, he did come out with the bid, but at the same time, hey yo, 187, yo, good looking. What's in the you in the building? But check this out though. Now what we're looking at is a dude that knows that people like Jimmy Iovine and the whole damn nine, they all Jews. The media, all Jews. It's not called the news. It's called the Jews. New York ain't New York. It's Jew York. You feel what I'm saying, yo? So we already know what time of the day it is. We can't even get caught up in the daggone Sublanics and shit like that in the whole nine. Because they already know what time of the day it is. So Jay-Z is just doing what he's supposed to do as a pawn.
Right.
He ain't no blue blood. He ain't down with no Illuminati. He just like the president and everybody else. He got a hand up his ass like a fucking puppet. No homo. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? And he's being told what to do. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. You heard what Wayne said in I Dropped the World on Your Head with Eminem. He said, I walked up in the world and turned the lights off. And confidence is a stain you can't wipe off. Think about that shit. He just told you. He walked up in the world and turned the fucking lights off. That means he left you. He know he about to leave you. You blinded, and he trying to lead you down whatever path that they want to lead you in. Now, you can't tell me if that ain't no ill-ass shit right there. No, I don't like to get too philosophical and the biblical shit in the whole damn nine. But that's the shit that they was talking about, the wolves in sheep clothing.
Yeah.
That's the wolves in sheep clothing. And we see plenty of these cats out there, the wolves in sheep clothing, man. That shit pissed me off because most of the cats out there, they don't realize what time of the damn day it is. So now hip-hop has went from gangster rap, lyricism, to now what we see where niggas is mumbling while they fucking rapping.
Oh my God.
Now,
the worst.
I'm 35 years old. And at the end of the day, I grew up in a different era. I don't mind some of the music that's going on right now. I just don't like the fuckery that come along with it.
Right.
When you got a lot of young folks that's actually getting beside themselves, thinking that they doing something when they ain't doing shit.
Right.
You heard me? Now, the real lyrical cats out there can't get a record deal. But a motherfucker who ain't about shit, they don't got no skills, can get the goddamn record deal.
Yep.
The game changed. The game ain't got no rules. Honorable Rebel, you right. They ain't got no rules. They using us back and forth. Now, you mean to tell me you got a lot of talented rappers out there, right?
Right.
The rap game is just like the NBA game, just like the football game. Do y'all know that most of these cats that's out there that got a major record deal, they will go on YouTube, listen to your videos, listen to your songs, pick verses out your shit, and they got a brand new song.
Hello.
You because they listening to your music. Hold up, think about this. You are your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Shit get real.
Copyright yourself.
You gotta copyright some of this shit. Just like I was listening to Jordan Maxwell and M-Rec. Shout out to Jordan Tower and M-Rec. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking to 40 Cal, and he told 40 Cal straight up. He said, yo, don't put your shit on SoundCloud. Don't put your shit on none of that other shit. Put your shit on iTunes. Put your shit on SoundScan, Tidal, or whatever. Get your money up. Because these people out here, they don't give a fuck about you. All these places that the websites that you're going to, putting your music on, they get money for you putting your music on there for people to come through, but you never get paid. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong?
Doing that here in London. Oh, yeah. Drake is a part of it too. We already know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is though, because he has no area, no room to breathe. You talking about a puppy that just got from underneath Wayne, you know what I mean? So the only thing he can do right now, he actually got to play his part, play his role. He got to play his role. He looking for the next check. And he don't want to be a washed up, because if Drake don't step up and step his game up and do what they tell him to do, guess what? He gonna be like Wayne. He gonna be sitting out there, he ain't gonna be getting it like the way how he want to get it. And that's facts, homie.
Right.
People got to take it for what it is. There is a lot of people that steal your clout. If you're talented, you got to understand this. They steal your clout for a reason, because you're powerful. You got shit going on for you. So they want your energy. This is where you hear metaphysics get real serious. They feed off your energy. They're energetic vampires. This is where they get their shit from, and it's just real. It's real as a motherfucker. Vampires don't need to be hovering in the motherfucking sky, sucking on blood and all that bullshit. You got energetic vampires, and that's just being real with the shit. And that's the way how the industry is. They feed off of your energy, your self-esteem. You ever wonder why you listen to a song and you be like, God damn, yo, this song got me pumped. Yo, I feel, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Nah, you good. I mean, this is all your topic. Music is your
I mean, I do music, but there's kind of it's crazy though. When you hear certain shit go down, and T.I. says some shit back on GDOD1, get dough or die. You feel what I'm saying? The man said he was like, I'd rather to deal with an artist who is not who does not have talent than to deal with an artist who has talent. Reason being is because that artist who ain't got talent, he will do whatever it takes in order to succeed or to be successful. But the artists who do have talent, he has limits. There's certain areas that he won't go. He won't do because he knows how good he is. And he know he don't have to go certain routes that he don't have to go.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So what does that mean? I thought about it for a second. And I was like, yo, hold on. So that means you rather to fuck with a motherfucker that's going to sell his soul or sell himself short than to fuck with a real motherfucker that ain't about that bullshit? See, that's that shit that Cassidy was talking about. Half of these motherfuckers ain't real about their shit. Why you think they go through depression, suicidal thoughts and all that shit? They get caught up on drugs and all that shit. You want to know why? Because they look at the whole entire world giving them so much props and so much fucking clout, and nobody don't realize what they had to do to get there. See, what we fail to realize is, men, yo, you from the hood? Yo, I don't care what part of the country you in. You from the hood? You from the hood? Guess what? You more realer than them motherfuckers out there in Hollywood right now. You want to know why? You still holding on to your masculinity. You heard me? They ain't got no masculinity left. They like Mike Epps right now. They fucking for $1 doing something strange for a piece of change, and they hollering for $1. Understand what I'm saying to you? They fucking for $1 doing something strange for a piece of change, and they hollering for $1. That means you got more heart than half of these motherfuckers out here in the Hollywood. You hear me? That's just being real.
What do you think about Nipsey? I hear he is going 50-50 with Jews too. Do you know anything?
I mean, yes, I do know about that. That's very, I mean, that game right there, they have to go. You have to, it's like the book that came out, The Secret Relationships Between the Black and the Jews. And this is what caused the uproar in 1991, 1992 with Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Abdul Khalid Muhammad, the Honorable. You feel what I'm saying, yo? Where it caused the uproar in New York, all over in Connecticut, all the way going out to Cali. Because they wanted, the Jews were introducing and trying to buy themselves out within the black community. And they try to do it through the Nation of Islam and pushing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, whatever ties that go on, I can't talk about that on that level, but I can talk about the particular level on how the rap game was the last game to be bought out by the corporation of the United States. Understand that. Notice that shit. The music industry didn't switch up until 1998, 1999, 2000. When you got Back That Ass Up, you got Master P, I Make You Say, you got Bombs Over Baghdad, you got the fucking Drew Hill motherfuckers coming out. You know, 112 started dying out. Jagged Edge, they was trying to struggle to keep their career going because it was a new breed and a new era of music coming in. Because they bought out hip hop. They knew what time of the day it is. The shit fucked up. The shit really fucked up. So with that being said,
can't wait to read that. He's the man.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying, yo. I mean, we gotta think about this shit, conceptualize, but you know, look at it from your perception, because you got the third eye. Look at it through your third eye. We got the gift of common sense. We know when shit ain't right. You know when you ain't feeling the vibe on that shit, and I ain't feeling the vibe on half the shit that I see out here right now because it's fucking lies. It's propaganda. They know what time of the day it is, but they take their time and they spoon feed you. They spoon feed you. You hear me? They spoon feed you. So by the time they put that big ass bowl in front of your fucking face and the whole damn nine, you sitting there like, oh, okay. That's basically desensitizing you. They desensitizing you to the topics and the issues that will arise in the future.
Said Jay-Z was the only one to last after hip-hop buyout.
Well, lyrically, he was the last one to last, but technically, integrity-wise, he wasn't the last one because he did a lot of shady-ass shit that a lot of people don't fucking know about. And I know a lot about that motherfucker. That nigga done a lot of shady shit. There's a reason why him and Beyonce got together. You know what I'm saying? And that was more business purposes. I won't even get into that. That's a topic for a different time. But yeah, real talk. Yeah, he did last lyrically. He was one of the only rappers that was willing to evolve amongst the new generation and the younger cats that's coming in the game. So I'll give him that because he still put his face out there, put a little flow 1 2 1 2 1 2 on microphones and shit. But at the end of the day, think about it. He's Jay-Z. He got a third of title. He can't make any music. He can't do anything. That's why Kanye went on that motherfucking rant. He fucked up and bought shares of the motherfucker. Now, it's a conflict of interest. Most people don't understand that. Unless you're going through a whole total different memes, it's a conflict of interest. There's no way in the world they're going to do business with you. That's point blank, period. You hear me? So while Kanye on the stage doing a motherfucking rant, and by the way, that motherfucker is a troll. Kanye has not put out music in a long time, and Kanye knows that with that being said, if he goes on rants, he could keep his name in people's mouth. He could still be the hot commodity on the streets. People still love him off like cook food, because guess what? As long as people still talking about you, you the man all day 24/7 as a washed up celebrity. You heard me? Think about it. The man turned around and said, yo, he $56 million in debt. Now, you and I both know. Nigga, you give me $56 million? Shit. Dude, give me 70,000. Fuck that. You ain't even got to give me 700,000. Give me 70,000. I can show you how I could juggle it and flip it and turn it to make it in a dough, nigga. Patty cake, nigga. And I ain't talking about nothing illegal. I'm talking about investing in business because I'm a businessman. Come on, damn. Half these cats don't even understand that shit. How the fuck you go $56 million in debt? Then you go into a white man, Mark Zuckerberg, to ask for fucking a favor? Then you get mad at Mark Zuckerberg because Mark Zuckerberg, he reneged on you? What the fuck you think was gonna happen? No, seriously, man. What you think was gonna happen? They look at you as volatile. You're not a cruise stick for the situation. They look at you like, yo, you know what, real talk? We can't do business with him. But the funny thing about it is, Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm trying to get the other cat name, old boy for Apple.
The one that died?
No. There was another motherfucker.
That's Steve Jobs.
Huh?
Apple is Steve Jobs.
What's the other motherfucker? What is it? This Bill Gates. All right, you got Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates is out there, right? That's going back and forth to Africa, investing money in Africa. What do they know that you don't know about Africa? What are they investing in Africa? Why are they flying 3-4 times back and forth in 1 week to Africa? Shit going on. They don't want to talk about it, and that's the crazy thing about that shit. They're not going to talk about that shit. They're not going to keep it real with you. They're not going to keep it funky. Most of the history that we learn in school and everything and everywhere else is lies. So if that's lies, just imagine what the media and the news is. All fucking funky ass lies. They never want to tell you the truth, and that's just being real about the shit. We just got to look at shit from an open perspective, a proper perspective. You hear me? I don't fuck with them. I don't even listen to the radio no more. If it ain't old school music, I don't listen to it. If it ain't my music, I don't listen to it. I'm talking about from R&B stretching down to rap music. If it ain't them real artists, I give respects to J. Cole. I give respects to Kendrick. I give respects to Big Crit. I give respect to Lupe Fiasco. I give respect to like Andre. I give respects to Mos Def. You feel what I'm saying, yo? on his lyrical tip. I just don't stand out what's happening, cats. You know what I'm saying, yo? But check this out. This is just a build with my people. Yo, we coming back to you guys later on tonight. I got a strong, powerful build with my people. You know what I'm saying, yo? And y'all gonna love it off like cooked food. It's gonna be at around 9 o'clock. You hear me? So stay tuned. Yo, come through, show the love and support. It's going on like microwave popcorn. You hear me? Black power.
Boop.